Hello friends, welcome to Systematic Physics.
Wave motion, part 3 of 6. In this video, we are going to study reflection of transverse and longitudinal waves and change of phase. Reflection of transverse and longitudinal waves. In that first part is reflection of transverse wave from the plane surface. Consider a plane reflecting surface AB is kept as shown in the figure. Okay, incident wave front moves along PO and strikes the reflecting surface AB at some angle, say I. The incident wave front cannot cross the reflecting surface but go along OQ after striking the surface. Therefore, reflection of transverse wave is said to take place at O. You can see the diagram. Here, wave along PO is incident wave and wave along OQ is reflected wave. ON is normal drawn to the plane AB. Now, angle PON is equal to angle I, that is angle of incidence, and angle QON is angle of reflection. It was found that angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. Incident wave, reflected wave, normal to the reflecting surface all lie in the same plane. Reflection of transverse wave obeys the law of reflection. Reflection of transverse wave from the curved surface. Let AB be the concave reflecting surface and S be a point source of disturbance. Wave front goes outward from S and after reflection from AB, they converge to a point S dash. If we measure SO is equal to U and OS dash is V, that is U is the object distance and V is a image distance, then it is found that it obeys the relation 1 by F is equal to 1 by U plus 1 by V, where F is the focal length of the concave surface. Reflection of longitudinal wave from the plane surface. Let AB is a plane board which acts as a reflecting surface. P and Q are the two hollow tubes kept horizontally close to the board. A watch is held near one end of tube P and ear is held near one end of a tube Q. Wooden board NS cuts direct sound from the watch to ear. ON is normal to the reflecting surface AB. Position of tubes P and Q are adjusted till tick tick of watch is distinctly heard by the observer. This is found that at this stage the axis of tube P and Q are inclined equally to normal what? ON. That is angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. Reflection of longitudinal waves from the curved surface. A reflection of longitudinal waves is demonstrated by the arrangement as shown in the figure. M1 and M2 are the large concave reflectors with foci at F1 and F2 respectively. A watch is held at F1 and tunnel connected with rubber tube is held at F2. Ear is held at a free end of a rubber tube. Tick tick sound of watch is heard distinctly only when the funnel is held at F2. When funnel is displaced even slightly from F1, ticking sound of a watch is not audible. Sound waves starting from watch at focus F1 gets reflected from M1, travel parallel to principal axis. This wave gets reflected from M2 and collects at F2. Thus, sound wave, that is longitudinal wave, follows the fundamental laws of reflection. Reflection of sound waves. Vibrating body produces sound waves. Sound waves are longitudinal waves. Sound wave shows all properties of waves except polarization. Similar to light waves, sound waves are reflected from reflecting surfaces. Reflection of sound waves obeys same laws of reflection as that of light waves, that is, incident wave, reflected wave and normal to the reflecting surface lie in the same plane. Number 2. Angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. Conditions to hear reflection of sound are: A. reflecting surface should be very large in area because wavelength of sound is very large as compared to the light. And B, reflecting surface must be at a distance more than 17 meter from the source because our ear can detect two sound waves separately if they appear after 1/10th of a second. If velocity of sound wave is 340 meter per second, then to hear reflecting sound separate from incident sound, observer must be minimum at 17 meter from the reflector. If sound wave is heard repeatedly due to reflection from the different parts of huge reflecting surface, then echo is said to be produced. Change of phase. When the wave propagates through medium, it possesses wave velocity and particle velocity. Velocity with which the wave travels through medium is called as wave velocity. Velocity with which the particle of medium vibrate is called as particle velocity. There will be effect of reflection on particle velocity. This causes phase change of wave. Reflection of transverse wave from the boundary of denser medium. Let a single crest of transverse wave is incident on a denser medium. Wave velocity is reversed after the reflection. Particles of denser medium are close to each other. They have strong intermolecular forces. They are not free to vibrate. Therefore, at the time of reflection, the particle velocity of the wave is reversed. Because denser medium is in a position to give a reaction to that particular force which is acting on it, so it can reverse the direction of the particle. This reversal of particle velocity causes phase change by 180 degrees or pi radians. During reflection from denser medium, crest is reflected as trough and trough is reflected as crest. Reflection of transverse wave from the boundary of rarer medium. Let a single crest of transverse wave is incident on a rarer medium. After reflection, wave velocity is reversed. The particles of the rarer medium are free to vibrate. They are widely separated. In rarer medium, intermolecular forces are weak as compared to the denser medium. When wave is incident on a rarer medium, particles of the rarer medium are set to vibrate. So particle velocity does not change. As particle velocity does not change, there will be no change in a phase. Thus, during reflection of transverse wave from rarer medium, crest is reflected as a crest and trough will be reflected as trough. Reflection of longitudinal waves from denser medium. In longitudinal waves, particle velocity and wave velocity are parallel to each other. If particle velocity and wave velocity are in the same direction, then compression is formed. If particle velocity and wave velocity are in the opposite direction, then rarefaction is formed. Let a compression is incident on a denser medium. While going towards a reflecting surface, both the wave and particle velocity are parallel towards the medium. After reflection, wave velocity is reversed. Particles of a denser medium are not free to vibrate. Particle velocity is also reversed. As both the velocities after reflection are again in the same direction, compression will be formed. Thus, compression is reflected as a compression and rarefaction is reflected as a rarefaction from the denser medium. From denser medium, there is a reversal of particle velocity, so phase changes by 180 degrees or pi radians. Reflection of longitudinal waves from the rarer medium. Let compression is incident on a rarer medium. While going towards reflecting surface, wave velocity and particle velocity are in the same direction and towards rarer medium. After reflection, the wave velocity is reversed. As particles of a rarer medium are widely separated, they are free to vibrate. When compression falls on the wall of the rarer medium, the particles of the rarer medium begin to vibrate so that there will not be any phase change during the reflection. After reflection, wave velocity and particle velocity are opposite to each other and it will form a rarefaction. So, from rarer medium, compression is reflected as a rarefaction and similarly rarefaction will be reflected as compression.
We have tried giving you the subject knowledge in very systematic manner. Please like and share the video with your friends and subscribe to stay connected with systematic physics.
Thank you.